Good morning, it's Pastor Curt here, and I got a question for you. What do you do before? Before anything. What do you do at the very, very beginning of your day? Well, if you're like me, you go get a cup of coffee. That's right. There's a little espresso that I stole out of Pastor Andrew's office. This is what I get right after lunch too, because I just need that jolt of caffeine. That's what I do before I do anything else. You know, the Bible doesn't ever record Jesus drinking cappuccino, espresso, Americano. You know what Jesus did before? Before he preached in Galilee, he prayed. Before he walked on the water, he prayed. Before he talked to the disciples at the most crucial moments, he prayed. Before he went to the cross, well, in the Garden of Gethsemane, he prayed. Before he picked the apostles, he prayed for the entire night. Do you and I pray like Jesus prayed? Here's what it says in Luke chapter 6, verses 12 and 13. One day soon after, doing a lot of teaching, Jesus went up on a mountain to pray, and he prayed to God all night. At daybreak, he called together all of his disciples and chose 12 of them to be the apostles. Jesus takes prayer more seriously than we do. When he had a big decision to make, he spent all night in prayer. How much longer should you and I pray if Jesus prayed all night? And I don't think it's just the duration. It's the submission. It's the commitment to prayer. 3 quick ideas about prayer. First of all, Jesus was undistracted. He was very popular at this point. If Jesus could pray when he was busy, you and I can. He was busier than you, my friend, and he made time for prayer. Jesus endured in prayer. He didn't stop when he kind of checked off the box. He prayed as long as it took. I had a professor, a student asked him once, "How long do you want this paper?" He said the most brilliant response. He said, "As long as it takes for you to master the topic." You know, we should pray for as long as it takes to master the master. And then the last thing is, Jesus was decisive in prayer. After a night in prayer, he took action. When Jesus prayed, things changed. We shouldn't just pray. We should pray and say, "God, change my strategy, change my attitude, and give me the actions." Would you get yourself a cup of coffee today and then sit down or maybe even kneel and in an undistracted, fully submitted way, pray. Then go out there and take action for God today.